We got Foofs with the 15. How did you learn so much about real estate, landscaping, construction, etc.? How did you start? How would you advise someone to learn more without getting a job about it?
I don't know if you can't get a job at it. So I was thrown into it at a very young age. My father bought a bunch of houses cheap for like $40,000. No, he bought a house for $40,000. It was a 4-family. There was plenty of work there for a family to. I was like of age to do labor, so I was like a tall 10-year-old kid. I'm a pretty tall guy. I was able to lift cabinets and bring things upstairs, and I liked it. I dug it right off the rip. So I was kind of just joining in the old like rehabbing a multifamily right off the rip, and opening it back up.
No. There's a little piece I forgot to put in here, guys. The chat read is 15, guys.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
I didn't know,
that's
dog.
up there now.
My bad.
Now everybody knows.
Yeah, so yeah, we just started with a 4-family, and then I think my dad did the old step across, like buy a 4-family with a 4-family, and then another. Back in the day, that was an old model, just so you know. You could buy a 4-family, right? You could say, let's just say it took in like, and the rents were cheap. They're all shitholes for $40,000. You're paying like $600 a month. So say you get like 800, 600, and 600. You know, so you know the math on that. It's $2,800 a month. So say it's taking $2,800, the mortgage on it's $900. The bank would basically be like, all right, well, you can buy another one. And then you come up with a little bit of money, the 10 grand down, you buy another one. So my dad had about 4 or 5 going at once, and it just kind of grew. And then he sold out of them all right before the market crash in 06 and timed it. He was probably he'd probably tell you he was a little bit early. He just kind of like, the market started to get up, and then you're like, oh shit, I bought these hellholes, and now they're kind of like worth a decent number again. So let me get off the train here and just go to one house. That's what he did. But it was a lot of work, and it drove him nuts, and having tenants fucking sucks. And it's not cool. It sucks the will to live out of you. I actually had my dad bought this like old folks home, mansard roof 5-family, and my brother and I got our own condo unit in it when we were like 15. And it was like a smart move. It was kind of funny. My dad bought it. We had this Victorian house that we bought for $100,000, and my dad bought this 5-family, and he was like, all right, your mother and I are gonna live downstairs, you kids can live, and we had like our own kitchen. So we were like, I've been like 35 years old forever. Like I was like having buddies over, I had like a kitchen and a fridge and like my own parking lot. Like it was weird. Yeah, it was cool. So I bought a condo at 18. I was kind of like, I had already been like seeing my dad do it like 4 or 5 times. So like by the time I was 18, I was like foaming at the bit. Just like, I want a fucking house. So I bought one right away, and I won some, and then I lost some, and that's how I know. And then I opened a landscaping company in the middle, and I worked with a bunch of builders when I had a landscaping company. So I've seen 50 to 60 people build houses right in front of me, and I got to live with them for 3 or 4 months. So I got to see a lot of the process, and I'm a fucking weirdo just like you guys are, and I wanted to hear everything they had to say. I wanted to hear every word, so that's how it went.
Last one here, Vile Carton with the 15 says, is it a bad idea to buy a foreclosed home and renovate it by yourself as you live inside of it?
If you're good at doing that, then yeah. Woodrow Wilson was it? Frank Zappa's house, cool. If you're good at fixing shit, yeah, but you got to be neat. Make sure you keep your tools organized, because living in a project will suck the will to live out of you.